Hello everyone, today we are going to attempt to beat Sonic 3, but we will not be doing it with Knuckles this time. We will be doing this with Sonic only. Next time will be Tails only. So we're just going to play every version with that version of the character. So this version of the game should be longer than the Knuckles session. Why? Because he does more. And the game is named after him, so what you expect? Alright. Now, a few things that I said in the Knuckles that we did, that I said before. Since they were playing as Sonic now, by himself, there are things we can do with Sonic that we can't do as Knuckles. Sonic jumps higher. As does Tails. Hold on a second, the volume's a little loud for me. Anyway, Sonic jumps higher, along with Tails. Sonic gets the instant shield, as you saw when I pressed the jump button twice. Not only that, but Sonic also gets another thing. The actual use of the shields that we used when we were Knuckles. One thing you get whenever you're Knuckles or Tails is the fact that you have that shield. But since we're playing as Sonic, he gets another added use of the shield. So, whenever we get the flame shield, like I said, it's like a little missile, a fire missile going towards the enemies, and it also still protects us from fire-based attacks. So, with the bubble shield, not the water shield. With the bubble shield, it protects us through some projectiles, and not only that, but it also protects us from being able to drown. Bubble shield will come into play very, very soon. Not much as much in this level as the next level, but it will come into play. We still gotta collect all 14 emeralds, as we did with Knuckles. So, do our best to do that. I mean, that sucks is since we're on the water, it's kind of harder for me to traverse since he cannot glide. As you can see, the water shield, you can actually bounce with it. Water, the bubble shield. Since we have the bubble shield, the thing is, since we're invincible, we can't actually use the shields. Can't defeat this enemy, no matter how much we attack him. There's a little cutscene. And now that we're playing as Sonic, since I don't have the ability to actually cling onto walls, whenever I go to this super ring, I have to make sure I don't miss that hole because it despawns. 127 this time. This is 24. That's 15 of them. So now we just have to get 100 more. I love that in the trilogy of these games, they change the bonus stage every time. Like in this version of it, as you can see, we are actually running towards the doing these patterns so we can cause these rings to show up, even though technically you don't have to do it this way. It's just best to do it this way so you can actually unblock the path, because if you do not do it that way, well, what will happen is you will have a path that you cannot really take because it's being blocked off by these red spheres, and if you touch any of the red spheres at any given time, it ends the run. I'm trying to get a perfect, and that's 127, and that means that only 16 of them in this whole entire bonus stage cannot be get got. We're already at 100,000 points and we haven't even beaten the first act. Now, there are some special rings that I know about in the second act, but I don't think there's any more in this act, as far as I know. If there is, it must be at the very end before you face the boss. But we're at the end where the boss is, now since we have the electric shield, as you can see, we do a double jump. And if we were Knuckles, we have to go that way because Knuckles can't make this jump. This is why I want to keep the electric shield so I can have like a magnet for what you call them, rings. It's not bad for my first level. We don't want that bubble shield due to the fact, well, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose this electric shield anyway, because anytime you touch the water with any shield besides the corresponding shield, you lose it immediately. And as you can see, Sonic gets an automatic ring. That's why I was like, I think I know where one is. This one is probably the easiest out of the early ones, because you literally just have to follow the path and go as it goes. It'll take the most time because of how they laid it out, but it's pretty much the easiest one. As long as you don't mess up. Imagine if you stayed at the same speed the whole time. Then this will have no difficulty. Question is, can I get the 5th emerald without messing up? That'd be great for me to find out, because I did not want to mess up, because I did every other one perfectly. We're at 38. This will make 38 go into 22. So we still got to get the 16 and 4. Do this. If you want a perfect, you have to do it that way. Because literally, if you do this without doing that, well, you can't get the perfect, but now we got it. And we get another life. Mm-hmm. 7,000 more points, well, 6,600 points. We will have an extra life again. Alright, let's continue this level. I wish you can destroy it just by literally stepping on it, but you can't. Seriously? Come on. I would think there would be something over here because of the fact that it's causing you to go over there. You telling me the bubble shield won't activate that? Wow. partway through, the fire blunt burns the rope, which is good attention to detail. I don't know if there's anything up here, but if there is, then we probably will lose this if we take the lower path. See? You have to take the upper path if you want to do that, but you can also lower the water here. I'm not doing that little thing as perfect as I did the last episode. See, there's not something over here, so there's something to the left. I'm gonna get to the left. Not over here, but a little bit above it. As you can see, the instant shield can also block projectiles. You just have to perfectly time it. I love how we have to go right just to go left. There's another ring right here. We're gonna get 4 emeralds before we even finish the first stage area. Let's go the same in the path that you see. It's a lot easier to just start from where you started instead of messing it up. Turn that way, go this way. It's funny how you have to time that jump. I think that's the only time you have to do it that way too. Because every path we take so far, we don't make that much of a mistake. I think this is the whole 44 right here, so unless I'm mistaken, it should be the rest of it. The only issue is trying to get to that 44. Alright, we're done with that. Next. Due to the water, it slows you down to the point where you cannot make that. There's a bubble shield right here. I remember that. There's a hidden TV over there. I don't get this bonus game, special bonus / special stage I wanted, and we lose all our rings. Good start. Good start. If you're gonna do that, give me the jackpot. 2 rings. 4. I love how Bar showed up just so you it could prove me wrong when I said 2 rings. That's 8 rings. Alright, let's see if I can get that TV, that little monitor. I don't think I'm in a... Okay. Now, Flame Shield, this is the first time we get it. As you can see, when you do the instant shield, he actually does a little fireball here. Doing this, you can literally outspeed the plane that's up there. Tails and Sonic gets this plane to show up, and the only thing you have to do is just hold right. Those missiles up there will never hit you. But if you have Tails with you, you keep seeing him get hit by those missiles. And also, since we're playing as Sonic or Tails, we also get to see who's causing all these problems. instead of the egg robo that you saw in the Knuckles stage. Those attacks are fire-based, so we would be protected from them. We're about to get another extra life, so ignore the time bonus. We're about to get an extra life. Now, you see he's gonna lower the bridge, right? At the perfect time you can actually jump off and just wait. Nothing happens, it's just when you can do that. But no matter what, you have to fall down here to continue the game. I love how they both start the same way. He drops you down there, but y'all go the same way, basically. One difference is you get dropped down and he doesn't. He just jumps down on his own accord. We're about to get the drowning. If only invincibility causes you to not drown. Okay. Alright. One way to get an extra life. There's a ring up here. Cause I remember the ring being somewhere like up there or something like that. Oh, it's not over here, man. I love how literally, even though I'm rolling to a ball, you keep stopping. And that shouldn't be the case. Can't reach up there with this. I can grab this barely. There's an arrow pointing up. Have I ever taken this path? I don't even think I ever took this path before. Yeah, I have never seen all of this. That's because it's going so fast you don't see none of this. Is there any more of these? I guess so. Is there anything up here? That's the main question. Besides the extra life, I got 12 of them. This is a weird place to put you in the spinner thing. Oh, we didn't get anything. Okay, cool. Alright, time to try to not lose 184 rings. This is literally what this is. Don't lose 184 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. It only needs to be hit one more time. 5, 2 more times. 6 hits instead of 8 hits. Even with 184 rings, it's not enough to actually give us an extra life because we're not close to the 50,000 multiple. We still need around 30,000 more points. Now, I discussed in Act 2 of this version of Knuckles stage that is done differently than how they did it with Knuckles, and it's true. Obviously, since I don't have the glide, I can't just glide to the end. I think it might have been Sonic 3's version, but there's supposed to be an extra life there, usually. We already made it, that's no issue, and also the wall stops right here, so you never stop it. Well, I know where 2 rings are in this. But will we get to those 2 rings? That's the question. I still can't believe you can just jump off of this. Found that out literally last time I played. Would have never known that if I never pressed jump accidentally. I only ever need one rev, really. It's usually enough to get you where you want to go. Remember, the third one is the one that you go through. This one is not yet. And like I said, they take different paths. So, instead of the Knuckles path, we will go the Sonic path where he will be forced to face the boss. Because Knuckles thinks we are the enemy, but we're not. Alright, the next one that's like that room right there, that's where the first ring we're gonna get the tackle is gonna be. I don't even know how you're supposed to make that up there. Alright, go to your left. There you go. I love how I got there like it was nothing to it. You need 58 of these. And sadly, most of them are like this. Now go left. Go to the left, go up. This is the fifth one, and like I said, the fifth one, you know, you would think with lesser, you would think I wouldn't mess up. But with lesser, I mess up more because... See? I turned too early. With lesser, I mess up. I messed up just like I did last time. Thing is, sometimes you can continue on even though you're touching a red sphere. But I guess when I turned, that's when they registered that it as me messing up. It is what it is. There should be a shield or something in the previous next one. This sucks. This is worse with Sonic because Sonic can't really do anything but wait. He can't clink onto the walls and then just try his best to get over here, but you still have to wait regardless, even if you clink to the walls. Now, think about that. Well, this invincibility won't even be used right. There's another ring I know about. Just right before you get to the boss. We just need to go high enough to get to it. Will we? Don't know. I love how you can still duck even though he's supposed to be almost falling. But it still stores it? Despite the fact that you got hit, it still stored it. Wow. Now I think it's right after this one. So I need to go as fast as possible. Go. And there. We're gonna get to the next ring. All we have to do is jump to the right. It's up here. This is right before you get to the end. Watch I don't mess this one up. This is the 6th emerald. Still funny that they didn't do it like on Sonic 2 where you have to get the next emerald. So literally I have to get through these 2 stages just to be able to get to the previous one. I think I gotta do this one more time with Tails. Yo. The thing is, Tails make this a lot easier because he can fly. It ain't like the second game where you can't fly, of course. And funny how I jumped over those 2 spears, yeah. If I would have turned, that wouldn't have happened. We gotta turn somewhere. Don't know exactly where we gotta turn, but we gotta turn. Now, if you weren't allowed to do that, oh my lord, this would be impossible. At least this stage would be impossible if they actually registered you getting hit with those. So this is the perfect. So the rest of these are just this. Okay. There's a straight shot. To our left. Oh boy. Hold on a second. Alright, we're back. So we have 5 emeralds out of 7. We have 5 emeralds out of the 7 that we can get. Out of those 7 emeralds, the hardest one to get is literally the 5th one for me. I don't know if we're gonna get it in Marble Garden. Probably not, because it's kind of hard for me to figure out where those are. Now, this would be Knuckles' path if we were Knuckles. But since we're not Knuckles, obviously, we have to go this way. Well, time for me to do this at least once. Because I did it for Knuckles, why not do it for Sonic? You get that little black thing right there, that black ball, it bounces you off. So if you hit the bottom of it, as you saw, it bounces me back down. Clear bubble is nothing, so if you get that, well, 50 rings, even though I won't be able to use them, at least not now. Alright, at least we got another life. Have we died yet? I don't think we died yet. Because we got the bubble shield, we could technically attack from Earth. That counts as a platform. How did you not buff? What? I hit the fan. I hit the fan. How did that? I didn't know you could hit the fan. That counts as the platform? That counts as a platform. Wow. Now we're in Marble Garden Zone. We come in Marble Garden Zone the same way Knuckles does. So the little waterfall that we didn't know about literally comes in and boom. Marble Garden Zone, the zone that will confuse you in many ways on to where you need to go and whatnot. If you ask me where most of these rings are, I couldn't tell you. Because most of the time I get most of mine early, so I don't have to worry about it as much later. Is this one of those hills that you could literally just jump up? Fine. Oh, there's a ring right here. I don't think we took this path as Sonic Knuckles. This is the last emerald if we would have actually successfully beat the 5th one. But no, this is not our last one, unfortunately. But this one being the last one is kind of confusing considering how they did this. They made it so you have to do this walking around stuff. I thought I jumped too early. That was close. Okay. You see blue spheres and then you have to figure out a way to get there. That's why I say it can be confusing. Now that one is kind of risky to do because you might accidentally not press the left button. Left or right. Because you think that might transform into one of the rings, but it does not. That's why you have to be somewhat careful as you go. Now, since we have lesser now, we have to figure out where's the next ones. But I just saw blue. I literally just saw blue. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it. why I said this can be rather confusing where you went to and what you haven't done. We only need 11 more. Well, there you go. Thought I messed that up for a second. I don't care about that ring that I missed. All I care about is the fact we won. Alright. One more emerald and then we can become Super Sonic and just breeze through the rest of these stages. Ow. That was not ideal. Can I get a checkpoint? My ear itches for a second. Let me get this out of the way. There's a spring here, but... That's not ideal. What you want me to do here, seriously? You want me to just wait for the platform here? I don't know what's causing the ground to shake or what they're trying to change, so... I'll just hear it, and I don't see anything changing it though. God. Alright. There's nothing to the left or right. Okay. We can at least try to get to it in the next life. Like I said, I don't think we died yet, which is surprising to me. For me. Even that flame shield. I don't know if there's a flame shield in this level. If there isn't, then I guess I remember that right, because I don't remember seeing flame shield. I remember seeing the electric shield, but not the flame. Really? We're not giving that one up. Sorry to say that. Did that thing just give me 100 rings? Yeah, sometimes they can give you 100 rings, but at the end, not the very beginning, at the end, obviously. That's 204 rings with no shield. I don't need to get chips. I would love to keep all the rings I have. Please. That would have been horrible if I got hit by that little projectile. Be careful because I don't want to lose my rings. There is a flame shield. I don't remember ever seeing you. As long as I have a shield, I'm okay. Is there a ring over here? Yep. I don't think I took this path either, but I don't know. Only thing I know is, can we do what we did last time where we beat it the second try instead of the first one? Because Tails, I have to redeem myself because I haven't beaten this the first time on any other attempts I did it. As long as I don't turn the wrong way at the wrong time, I'm okay. Thing is, that's what threw me off. I was like, I turned too early. As soon as I jumped, I was like, I turned too early. This room right here just has all of this, and this is 9 of them. So 9 times, there's only 1 left then. There'll be only 1 left, and the thing is, we cannot get a perfect now. So this is 9. Alright, where's the last one at? That's the question. I saw the openings, but I'm not turning yet. I need to ensure that where I go is the right place. I saw that opening. I don't know if it's even possible to get a perfect, really. Unless you don't unless you don't start in that room that you started at. If you don't go that way, then yes, it's possible to get a emerald. was that perfect. You don't go in that room. That's the only reason why it's possible to get it, because of that one room where you got the 4 that are separated. Alright, well, we got Supersonic now. If we lose our shield, I'll activate him. That must be Knuckles' path. No, it's not. You need that blue thing. And we fall. I thought that was Knuckles' path, but I was like, no, that don't make sense. So it's actually the right path, but we don't have that thing, so we can't break it. Well, since I got all the emeralds before we even got to the Carnival Night Zone, we're good. You're real good now. You're in great shape. I will always prefer the electric shield over here. Alright. Like I said, if we lose our shield, we're going to be Supersonic. There's a shield down here. Not this one, it's the next one? Okay. I think we need one of those things just to break that floor. Now, as Supersonic, we don't get that second jump like we would if we were Hypersonic, but we can't get Hypersonic yet because we're not at that section of the game. But at least we're done with this. We're gonna have at least 200 rings whenever we're done with this level, and I'm not worried about that. That hurts us time bonus. Alright. Brief break. Alright, we're back. Just need to finish Marble Garden Zone Act 2. Trying to find that every character so far, every character you see, when they grab this handle, they look a little mad. They're like, why am I having to grab this? Only that counted as a hit that you get against the boss. It does not. We got Supersonic before we even get to this next stage. Before we get to the 4th stage, that would only happen in any Sonic game. Matter of fact, every Sonic game you could have all the emeralds before the 3rd stage, before the 4th stage. All the classic Sonics. No matter which game or system. I don't know about CD because I never really played CD like that. To be fair, CD is not really accessible compared to the first 3 games. Especially the first 2. The first 2 have been reintroduced many times. Super Ranger right here, we can become Supersonic, we are. Now, obviously, as being a super form, you can still take damage via... not damage, but you can still drown, you can still be smushed to death. Which is still funny. Just because they're super don't mean that they are impervious to dying. They can't get hit by normal means. Fast enough where you don't have to grab this? No. Do I wish you were going that fast? Yes. Only back downside of the Supersonic being activated is the fact that we lose rings. Isn't this the spot that got the... Nope, it's not. I swear there's a little area that has one of these things like this, but you can jump to the left and you can get the emerald. I'm gonna say the ring. We don't even need you. Jeez. I'm going all over the place, but where I need you to go. Go to the right. Go right. Go left. Go right. Yeah, we can deactivate it too. Unlike the second game where you can't deactivate it at all, you have to commit to it. Oh, you want Supersonic? Guess what? You gotta commit to it. I didn't even do that. He changed directions on his own. It makes you wonder how fast is he actually running right now. When this top touches the ground, it's gonna spin very fast. So it doesn't. Now, this is an enemy only Tails and Sonic can defeat because Knuckles can't jump that high. I've said it many times, he can't jump that high. I might need to play Knuckles and Sonic too, because I haven't did that yet. I need to find a way to get 13 rings. Which will be very possible once we pass this spot. This is why we want Supersonic, because we can avoid taking any unnecessary damage. We're not going to activate them now. Too soon. Now, as soon as you go down here, that's when the floor starts going up. That could have been horrible if I got hit there. This is the one that gets you this one. You rarely ever see this one. This is giving me a bunch of nothing. I don't want Bubble Shield. Give me the Electric Shield. Give me the Electric Shield. Give me the Electric Shield. That's rings, but I want the Electric Shield. Oh boy, that was a bunch of nothing. Yeah, we're going to Supersonic mode now. I think we have enough rings to suffice with. At least I got my shield. I don't know if it's... Oh, we gotta go back to the left. Oh. Hidden spring. Is it at the end? What I'm talking about is here at the end or... Not here? Whatever. Yes, these hits count towards the boss. But you can't defeat him right here. You have to let the screen transition. And this is the only time you will see Tails until the end. Because they didn't really think this through. It's not technically Sonic only if you need Tails. You're right. You're right. Alright, be right back. We're in Carnival Night Zone. Alright. So, Carnival Night Zone. The level infamous for these things, because all you have to do is press up and down. For these things to go up and down. Now, imagine being a kid and not knowing this. Obviously, a lot of us were kids that didn't know this. I don't know even if we're making progress here. I guess we can't go down there. I guess that was a waste of 20 seconds. You have to speed. The faster you go, the higher you get on those things. So we weren't going too fast, so we didn't get up. Hold up. Is this the spot where I think it is? No, that's in Act 2. But I can still go try my best to get up there. You saw those rings. Thank you for respawning for me. I am surprised I haven't died yet, considering I'd probably died already by now with Knuckles. Especially against that one boss. That freaking boss, right? Got one freaking boss. Wonderful. The body jump higher than this thing can go. The only reason why you would be going that way is if you need the ring. So fast that he went through 2 of those loops. There's a ring right here. There's another ring right here. Thank y'all for not making his sprite taller than that. He's like, let me go left. Alright. They get the same Act 1 boss. The Act 1 boss, as you can see, is this mess that don't really matter. We can just literally do this the whole time. So you don't have to worry about taking damage. Since we don't have the platforms on screen, we don't really lose much of a platform. You see how this platform is pretty much perfect? Look at this. Someone with OCD would hate this not being there. No offense. Alright, Act 2. Act 2, well, we're basically forced into Act 2. Because remember, Knuckles is further ahead along than we are. Despite the fact that you wouldn't know that if you wouldn't know that because you just got here. Keep going. So keep going, don't slow down. It's funny that there's water in this stage, considering the fact that there shouldn't be, because it's a city like area. The reason why we want to go back is because there's a ring up there that I found out when I was playing this Knuckles, but this game doesn't want me to get up there. I just want to get Supersonic so I can just breeze through the rest of the stage. Can you please just make it to the barrel? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Cool. Oh. This is going well. This is why I say it's a lot harder for you to control Sonic than it is Knuckles when it comes to getting back to the previous area. The thing is, to defeat this guy, you literally have to spin dash him, and if spin dashing him, I have to redo this again. I don't think there's another way you can possibly get up there without going that back way, but fine. There's something hidden over there, by the way, if I can get to it. If I can get to it. I think there's something over there. Yep, I was right. Because I did this as Knuckles. Those give air bubbles. If that wasn't obvious. Now, I think because we're not playing as Knuckles, Knuckles already pressed the button that causes us to be able to drown. Can I please? Well, at least we get Supersonic from this, as long as we grab one ring. Just one. We don't need all of it. But it helps to have some real estate. That's gonna be gone as soon as I touch the water. I think we're on the water right now. We're close to it. At least I can get some rings here. That was 30 rings. Nothing. Like I said, we're either close to water or we're touching water. And I was like, I remember seeing water before we got out of there. I wonder. Let me deactivate it for a second. Do you get more sparkles whenever you... No. That's no fun. It's not like Sonic 2 where you get more sparkles. Still funny that that's a thing in Sonic 2, but not this one. Come on. Okay. Is there something hidden over here I don't know about? Besides the extra life, I got over 20 lives and I haven't even gotten to this Knuckles section. That's a lot of real estate. I don't have to worry about taking damage now. I love how he misses it, which is the funniest thing. Wow. It's the funniest thing that he misses that initially, then he hits and laughs. Really? Really? Okay. Cool. Nice. Alright, that's how I die. Okay, cool. That's the first time we died, and it was not even my fault. Is there even a ring over here? Yes, there is. You have to earn that shield, though. Hit the top right, and then bounce off. Hit the top right, and then bounce off. That's all you gotta do. Hit the top right, and bounce off, but you're not doing that. We're basic Sonic right now. We cannot literally go through there without... I would like to go through there with a shield, not without it. Thank you. Well, since we're not Super Sonic, guess what that means? We got no base Sonic speed in water. Which means I should have no issues when it comes to moving around in the water. As long as we're in the shield, we don't get air bubbles. This was annoying at Super Sonic. What makes you think this is fun regular Sonic? I don't think there's enough rings to even get to Super Sonic. Unless you use the bonus stage. Unless there is no checkpoints, then yeah. What I speak is the truth. $27, $30. Okay. Alright, somehow there is enough rings. And I'm about to get... Can you activate it, please? Thank you. We're about to get 2 more ring boxes if you get up there. And you start going every which way than what I want. That's the only thing that sucks about having all this extra speed in a closed, confined area. It goes everywhere but where you want them to go. There. Okay. While you deactivate them now, I can't retransform into them, so that wouldn't be wise. We're nearing the end anyway, so... Ah, the infamous barrel. Let me deactivate it now. This is the barrel that everybody talks about. The barrel that killed so many runs. I lost a lot of childhood. What do I do moments. What's funny is you go too fast to actually realize what's over here, so. You never really explored down here. You don't even know what's down here. Okay. As long as I don't get hit, I don't care. Keep going. I wish every time we see Knuckles, it slows down the time. I like how I got exactly 50 rings. That stage took too long. Launch base on where we just shoot ourselves into it. Right? No, ice caps, ice caps, ice caps, ice cap. I keep thinking about launch base, even though ice cap is in between it. I love how you can't move in that snow. Three more rings and I will be able to become... Oh, don't do it yet. Can I get 3 rings before I even change into Supersonic, please? See that little pillar thing right here? You have to jump on it. The only way you can continue to level. It's a good thing you go fast enough where you don't have to worry about running into that. Another thing I like about Supersonic, it actually speeds up this music in case you ever wanted to hear it sped up. And it still slaps even with sped when it's sped up. No, don't go this way. No, no. Easy boss. That's a nice amount of rings, huh, Sonic? Gonna ruin it. I was supposed to have 24 lives right now, but that didn't happen because some game decided, oh, you're doing too good right now, so. Yunk, here's a life gone. He's only lose the shield, I don't lose the rings. He helps that he jumps higher than he does normally. Yeah, we're gonna breeze through this stage. Even though I'm going to get some rings up here. Oh, it's not this area that has the rings? Okay. It's up here then. Alright, let's face the boss now. Dang it. Should've waited. Well, it's still possible to get 50 rings. That's 2 deaths. Never mind. We're gonna do this without rings? Wow, there's no rings up to that point, so guess what? We're doing this ringless. That's fine. We're dead. There's no rings until you... So you have to go back just to get some rings. Okay. 13, 21, 24. I'm surprised you can go that far back. So half our rings. We cannot go back this way down. It's too far back, okay. But we can get 24 rings, which is basically half of what we need just to become supersonic. As long as you have at least 1 ring, I'm okay. Really? I told you the boss is easy, it's just that under the circumstances. Launch base on, he just rolls into a ball and then shoots out. Now the inner launch base zone is different for both characters. By both I mean Knuckles and Sonic. There's a ring this early in the stage, yes. I never went that way though. But we only took the upper path. This stalls time. Any ring is on us. yeah, you see that most of the rings are in spots where if you would have just slowed down and went that way, you would have saw it. We're going backwards. I'm glad you're fast enough where I can just make these jumps. Oh my lord, doing all this backtracking I didn't even have to do. Because I'm fast enough to not have to. I wish you got the double jump. That would help out a lot to get some rings. It's the same path as I took it with Knuckles. So far. Except for when I first started the level. It's the only thing different I did. You don't jump high enough for that. You're not going fast enough for that either. Somehow, I still have him under his 2-1. Let's lose it before you lose every ring. Jump out of here before that gets completely destroyed. I love how it's an invisible wall even if there's nothing there. Like I said, the only safe real hit at the beginning is literally just hit the side of it. Sonic only gets 1 to face, whereas Knuckles get 2. That's funny. I'm gonna give 2 to Knuckles and 1 to Sonic. Rah, rah, rah. But I hate the Hedgehog more. That makes sense. I told you, Knuckles is supposed to be the harder mode. Despite the fact that he can glide and cling onto walls. Those 2 elements make it a lot easier for him to actually be used. Give me the rings. I need it. Whatever boost I'll come on. That was not ideal. I don't know, grab that. If I could grab it, that would be great. Really? How was I supposed to know that was there? Really? I mean, that's one way to get some damage done. Look at that. The fire ain't even there yet, but it hits us. At least I get a reset on everything. Maybe I can get Super Sonic this time if I don't take all that unnecessary damage. I've died 4 times. Really. I'm starting off with a banger already. 11. Give me those rings. But don't give me the hit that I had to get just to get the rings, though. Alright, that was sudden. Anyway, let's continue. Wait a second. There's something to that left. reset that. Not the rings. Over there. How do you expect someone to go over there? I love how it doesn't even properly put you in there compared to this. Makes a lot of sense. The only way you could possibly get over there is if you spin dash over there. But seeing as there's not much room to spin dash. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? I didn't know about that one. So you can still drown. Well, you learn something new by making mistakes. Now that we got Supersonic, I'm good. Let's go. What's over here? So it was a ring like I thought it was. So there's 2 rings in Launch Base Act 2. Launch Base Act Zone, that's funny. Seriously, your movement is broken. Which is good for me. Makes it a lot easier to traverse. This is where we died last time. Where we died, where we got the furthest, I should say. Run into him. Keep going. Going through that too. Let's go. That laser doesn't matter since we're literally impervious to that. What matters right now is getting enough rings so we can use some Supersonic later. I wish we had over 100, but we don't. Dial it back. What's up here? That's another ring. That helps a lot. Oh, no, not this spring, though. No, not this spring. Thank you. That's Knuckles' path. So our path is over there. Gotta reset these things or go up here. That won't help me out unless I get hit by a fire flame base mode. Okay. Okay, but we don't have 100. Oh, we do have 50 rings. Okay. We're gonna one-shot you, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's very different compared to Knuckles' story version of this. As you can see, we go towards him like this. He knocks us back, but he sees that a rocket is literally being launched. He still, up to this point, he still believes that he's on the side, but yeah. Alright. First is the easy boss. And then here's the next boss. I hate this boss with a passion. It's easy as heck as Sonic though. I'm gonna say Knuckles. See why it's hard to darn angle yourself to hit him. It's possible, but it sucks. I barely got that time. It's only like 3 openings you get. Nope, I ain't getting that one. I'm just thankful they didn't give this thing 13 hits. I think he's 1 or 2 hits away. That was close, I could have lost that ring. Whenever I was a kid, when I first dealt with that boss, I could never get past him. And I mean never. This was literally where I don't know how I got past this. I think when we played the original version, I don't think that's the actual boss. I'm not sure though. It's been so long since I played the original version of this. This is Sonic 3 Complete, so this is how it's structured. And this begins Sonic and Knuckles. As you can see, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 starts before Sonic and Knuckles, and as you saw in the background, that's why Death Dig's back there. But before we start, we see Knuckles go down here and look back and forth. And that's proof that you know that Knuckles is ahead of you. But he was hiding where you can become hypersonic after you get all of the involves after doing these special stages. And just like how we did it with Knuckles, we're doing it in order again. Now that we have given them our regular Chaos Emeralds, we can no longer become supersonic. We have to get all 7 super emeralds. That's what they're called, right? Super emeralds. We have to get all the super emeralds so we can get the true ending of this game. Or as most people would say, the canonical room. I don't even know if I'm lost yet. That's the fun part. I don't even know if I'm lost yet. I'll find out in a second, won't I? Yes. So that part is, even if I reset the whole game, it won't go back. Go back. What I would have to do is, what you would have to do is probably reset the whole game just to be able to redo all of it. I don't know if it works or not, but we're gonna find out. I reset it, the whole thing, just to see if it will work. It doesn't. But now we have to find the other super emeralds. Not other super emeralds, other rings. Good thing is this is Sonic's story, so I have more opportunities. The sad part is I shouldn't have messed up there. The thing is, I do know where 3 of them are. But I'm only gonna be nearly half done, not exactly halfway done, unfortunately. Trying to find another ring. Did he just clip through the platform? Yeah, he clipped through the platform. Oh boy. Well, we only found one. Okay, cool. Well, this sucks. I have to find the 3 that I know in this act. I think there's 3. There's one right before you get to the end, and then there's one very close. As long as I don't go too fast. I love how you get the bubble shield despite the fact that there's no water in this stage. There's no water in this stage, so. It ain't like Sonic 2 where you can just do that and you'll keep the boost. There. Let's not mess this up now. Freaking spring rank ruins it. Got to get 64 of these. And that takes care of 6 of them, so if there were 6 more of those, and let's say 10 more of those, then 9 more of those, sorry. That would be it, but no, that's not how they did this. They formatted it like this. I just hope I don't have to get all of them in Sandalphos, cause Sandalphos, just to find the super ring is like a task. It's like a task you don't want to do. We're at 24, which means we have to get either 3 more sets of 6s, 4 more sets of 6s, or 2 more. Depends on how they decide to do it. And it looks like we're going to the nope. So we're going over here. Just the little hint of blue is enough for me to know. We got over 100 rings. That alone is good. So the next one is just like this. Alright. Is it to my right? Trying to find out. Nope. Not touch the springs. We do not want to mess up after doing it. Okay, you see it. Gotta find a way to do it. That's all we gotta do. So there's 137 rings in here. $137 rings. Alright, we still need to find a one before we get to the end, and the one at the end. It's easier to get it in the first 2 levels than it is to get it later. I love how they gave more ways to go up than they needed to. So we're in a perfect spot for one, but they didn't put one there. When it changes one more color, that's when we're at the end. We don't, there's one, I think there's one more before you change the colors again. That's Knuckles' path down there. Dial it back. Nope, there's nothing up there because there's a curve. Well, I guess we're getting the last one. Gotta slow down now. Don't go too fast, because if you go too fast, you're gonna miss it. There it is, it's right there. I thought I was about to die there. Alright, second one, which shouldn't be that long. Oh, it's this one. Okay. I'm wondering, is it even possible to beat this while grabbing those rings? Because I have yet to see anyone do that. This is the easiest one. All you have to do is just follow the pattern and don't mess up. Basically, when you get right there, do not double jump. Don't accidentally press jump either. Jump when you have to jump, but don't jump when it's too early to jump. Seriously, I have yet to see anyone actually go for the rings inside. It's like, if you want them rings, you gotta earn them. Now that the path is getting shorter, hand-eye coordination has to correspond with the level. Seriously, has anyone actually grabbed those rings? There's probably the least amount of, they're probably the rings in the, out of all the Sonic games, the least out of the classic games. I have to say that because there's a specific ring that no one probably has ever gotten in Sonic Adventure 2. If you know, you know. But those were probably the least touched rings ever. That's the last super ring before you get to the end. After this, it's just... it's just, the end of the stage. See? Well, that's 3 or 4 free hits. It's probably 3. Don't go too fast because you can get hit by his flames. I have never hit him while his flames are out like that. Alright, fun times will be had in flying battery zone. We have to make sure we get all the super rings we can get. We already know where most of them are. At the flying battery send off was on. I don't want to do send off was on freaking emeralds. There's nothing down there. It's not like the one later on. It's not like we got the super form yet. Hyper form, sorry. I could have salvaged that. I could have salvaged that. They didn't want me to. Sounds about right. Direct path to where the flames are. Do not double tap because that would basically be your detriment. And this shield, yes. And any other shield, you're fine because all of them, but this one makes you go vertically. This is the only one that makes you go horizontally. You got to manually input any horizontal movement. Really? On there. Came out 32 years ago, and most of its music has been remixed or repurposed in some form or fashion, especially the boss music. You know, if you know exactly which boss music I'm talking about. I don't even know if it's possible to even get up there. I don't even know if it's possible to get up there as Sonic. Tails, sure, but not Sonic. Sonic had twice his jump height. Sure, he can make that. 100% he can make that. He had a double his jump height. Those were 100% rings. Either that or was nothing. In what shape or form do you need a bubble shield on an airplane with no water on it? Matter of fact, I don't think there's any water until you get to... Is there even any levels with water left in this game now? Now that I think about it, I don't think so. I think we already passed every water base stage. And not even this is going to get us up there. See? We're going straight. Your path is downward. Before we go to the left, yeah, there would be something that you couldn't see over there. This takes you back to where we were just at, correct? Correct. I am curious though, what takes you to it? What does this do? No, wrong spot. There's this, that's what I want to know. Where does that take you? Alright, I went to where that platform was and it takes you down through the floor. I don't know what it does after that. Okay. That platform needs to be lowered. Seriously. That's where we fall from. And no matter what, we have to come back the same way over here if you want to get over there. I'm surprised that didn't smush you to death, considering how everything else is smushing you to death. Oh my lord, I just missed it. There. How you not make the jump? There, I'm there again. I can tell by the time it didn't take me long. It took my second attempt, as you just saw. This is just gonna be long because of the fact that this game wants it to be long. Right now would have been a perfect opportunity. I'm gonna wait till it goes all the way down. I could have died here. Okay. Is there anything? Please tell me the next one's connected. Okay, thank you. I'll take that. What's up there? All of this to take me to a different path, which I don't know if it gives me a ring or not. So far, no. Is this a shortcut somewhere? Don't know. This looks like the end of the level, but it's not. At least not good. And this is where one of the rings are. So at least I don't skip that. That's what matters, I didn't skip it. Alright, third one. $37, which is nothing, but at the same time, don't mess up. 37 shouldn't take you long at all. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. Turn around. If I would have jumped at the perfect spot, I would have got rid of all of those blue spears, but that didn't happen. I did it. 8, 6. Well, we see where we have to go, but at the same time, will we get there? Who knows? That's 4. Yeah, let's jump on that spring. And there you go. That makes 3 out of the 4. Let's say 3 out of the 7. Should have been 4 out of the 7, but okay, whatever. I love how it shot me perfectly. And that one did too. Why is it never positioned in a spot where I could actually go over there? Like right now, I can't go there yet. And then it wouldn't let me go that way. Okay. You can tell which characters are the best at what. Alright, just gonna defeat this the same way as I did with Knuckles. Literally just spin dash when you can. One more hit, right? It took you a long time to attack. They wanted to make a masterpiece. They really wanted to make it. It's like a Sonic game with bad music. There's not many. There's some that exist. There's not many that exist. There's a lot of more. There's probably more bad Sonic games than there is one good games with bad music. Oh, that's fun. No, dial it back. Go up here. I almost forgot. Oh boy, that would have. So no. Do not go that way. You cannot come back. Keep in mind I'm playing a Sonic, so I have to platform. It's further in, I think. I wish it was right there. That would make sense too. before we continue, I think one is right. No, it's not. Picking up one further in here. Oh, that's not ideal. That's not ideal either. You're used to those platforms actually killing you, not actually... Huh? Oh. I was like, what? Oh, never mind. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Why don't I see one? And then that's why. Yeah, ain't that funny how that doesn't get you killed? This one. Isn't this the one I just went through? I already know it's not over here. Did I just... Didn't... What? I'm confused. Is there a second section that's just like this? I'm trying to spin dash and he's not spin dashing. I'm not going fast because I want to actually take a chance to look. No. What's down there? Well, looks like we can only go one way. Right here, that would make sense too. Is this where we died? Yes. This is where we died. I look like you could have went through the wall, but it's not. That's all you can do. You could have died here. I know about this one at least. Just jump. That's all you gotta do. Don't even have to move. Just jump. What's this one? Okay. This is 16, so it should be 51 after this. After 16, there's another 16. That makes that 35. There's another 16, it'll make it 13. Let's say 13. It'll make it 19. Oh, this is the one that I get lost in. Oh, that is this one. Oh, that's the one I'm in. The one that I'm like, where do I go? Oh my god, I messed up. Well. Yay! I'm messing up more now than I did in the last one. And guess what? I still have to look for some more rings. Boy. I already have Super Hyper Knuckles by now. I thought that was enough space where he couldn't get hit. This is definitely enough space where he doesn't get hit. Easy boss if you just wait until it stops. Well, the only thing we can do now is wait. Since we're not, or an impervious form, we actually have to take the time to do this boss the right way. Ow. And I don't have a ring. The ring just went through you. I mean, this boss is not hard, but at the same time, no rings. One more to do. I love how you dodge the whole thing. How Sandopoulos starts, you just fall down into sand. Alright. Sandopoulos zone. The zone I don't like because of how convoluted the secret animals are. Like, they're horrible to find at this game. In this level. They're in the most backwards area you would never think of. You would think, oh, you would think it would be right, like right somewhere right here. Oh no. No. It's somewhere else. Freaking hate getting emeralds when I'm this far in. It's like the top 10 worst level to find the secret rings. And one of them you have to do like a little puzzle just to get to the ring. I love how we keep getting all these invincible, what you call it, invincibility things, but it doesn't help me right now. You can go through this. You won't take any damage. Go left. I think there will be one here. Oh no, there is none. Like I said, they put it in the most backwards area you would think of. Oh, there's nothing down there, by the way. There's just death down there. Currently we were outside, so we don't have to worry about what's gonna happen in the next level. But we arrived here before Knuckles, so we're actually ahead of him now. First level, I think you're actually ahead of him. Well, I don't think I'm getting a secret ring here, but if I do, then somehow, some way, I figured out the backwards area they decided to put it in. When I looked it up, way back when I first played this again. I was like, why would you put it here? You could have put it so many other places that were a lot more accessible. Like, I know they're supposed to be somewhat difficult to find, so you can actually, you know, be able to get some ring, get it in a more secretive way, but at the same time, when you're at this point again, you don't want to be looking for it like I am. That's why I was so thankful whenever I got Hyper Knuckles before this. Now it's stuck on this. No, she has a little bit more to jump. Like I said, Tails is easy mode. That's why I'm doing him doing his story order this is last. I went from hard, normal to easy. Normal only because of the fact that Sonic's movements and his story may be longer, but at the same time, Sonic would be the normal stage. The reason why Knuckles is the harder one because they did things differently with him than they did with Sonic or Tails. They get the same bosses, the first boss at least. Look, I hate this boss because it takes forever to spawn. Now you're gonna see if it's faster to let him jump to you, or if it's slower to wait, or if it's slower to jump. You tell me you don't activate unless I get this close. That's stupid. I'm about to say you should still be jumping. I have nothing I can do except for wait. But I think it's faster to actually let him jump. As I always said, stupidest boss ever. I wanted the rings, but couldn't grab them in time. Now, you know how we got that secret ring in Knuckles state version? It's gonna be fun to try to get it from Sonic. There's only one in this whole entire stage, and it's at the very end. Love the attention to detail back in the background where they show when you pull that lever, you actually turn the lights back on. Unfortunately, when we get through here, this is when we're forced to have to deal with these ghosts now. Yup. I don't know a single way you can avoid them. Unless you had debug mode activated. Jump back here. You have to jump there. Jump back here too. I wonder, does that move every single one of them that's in this level? If so, then all they had to do was just put a spring right there, but no, they chose how you do this. It's not down there. I'm gonna tell you right now that emerald, that ring is not down here. It is not down here. It's in the most backwards area you would think of. Then you just face the boss right after it. Only Sonic and Tails has access to that area though. So yeah, technically there's two, but they only give you certain characters can access them, so it's only one. If we're being honest. And I need to find a lever. Because one more time they transform, they will have 3 and then they'll try to attack you. Great. Good thing is every time you jump and they try to attack you, at least you will be able to take care of them. So far so good. Unless you get stuck on the side that you shouldn't be. Now, what doesn't make sense is since we're ahead of Knuckles, how in the world do we, how does he get to traverse this without all this sand already being pulled up? It makes you wonder that, but you know, this is video games. Video games ain't supposed to make sense sometimes. Can I get up there, please? Oh my lord. Now I think Knuckles is Super Ring is up there, but obviously he can't reach it. But you can't climb, you can't run. The only thing you can do is go from point A to point B. You can't do any of those things, but the one thing you can do is make use of the shields, but you don't have a shield right now, so. Great. Great. Is this basically walking? Yep, it is backwards. It is going backwards. It's a repeating loop. I don't even remember going this path. Ever. I love getting a bubble shield in a level that doesn't have any water in it. I like the added protection. Perfect spot for a ring there. Since this is an area that would have been in the middle of nowhere, but like I said, it's in some backwards area. It's right before you get to the end, to a spot where you can't come back to. It's not here. We're nearing the end. It's up here. Knuckles can't make that jump. Knuckles can't make that jump. It's right here in this area. And I think it's up here. But we self-implode. Yay! At least we get the lights back on. Look at what time we have. And then look at the time we had whenever before we died. Below 20 levels, 20 lives. Took a while. Because most of this level is literally sitting around and waiting for the level. And that's literally this level, stand and wait for the level. You gotta wait for this sand to go up. You have to go through this path just with me, as with everybody else. The only thing that gets good is whenever we get the tails, we can just fly most of this and get this done quicker. But so technically, Tails is the fastest level character in this game, just because he can fly. And we cannot get rid of them right now because there's no full thing. It will be right after this one here. That was a perfectly placed one. Speed shoes in an area where we can't even make real use of them. It's the truth, we can't really make use of them. The hell's right there, but other than that. Alright. That was close. I'm okay taking that damage as long as I don't have to go back and do that checkpoint again. And this is all the level we have to do every time we lose. Love it. Just love it. Those scorpion enemies remind me of the slicer enemies from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but they can retract their little spike thing. Unlike the slicers who can't. Full systems right here, just pull it and go. How did I not touch that last time? That don't even sound like me to not grab and touch for the checkpoint. Alright, let's make sure we don't miss this thing. Stay right here, out. At least we do get another chance if we go fast enough. But Knuckles can't get up there because there's no climbable wall, and not only that, but you cannot jump that high. It was just too low. Just too low. I'll pull that thing again. So you don't even need to go up, you just have to press this button. I love how a random spring is just there. And there you go, there's the ring. Yeah, this is some backwards area. I told you, there's only one ring you can get to. And it's at the very end of the stage. And it's in some backwards area. I was like, I know I'm near it, I just don't know where I have to go. And it's one of those ones that you can miss, literally, if you don't how that activated. I'm surprised the game didn't smush me to death there, considering it did it earlier, around that when it was that low. And 100% this level is gonna this episode is gonna be 100% longer than the Knuckles episode, because one, I don't have all the emeralds, and two, we're already at 2 hours in. We were pretty much almost done with this game with Knuckles right now. We're in probably Lava Reef Zone right now if we were Knuckles, but we're not. I think Lava Reef is right after this level too, so at least we're around Lava Reef. That's nice. Where's the rest of them at? Did I just go to the same spring twice? That's the thing, this is easy to get lost in. That's why I hate this one. I am lost. I don't know how to get, don't know what main path there is. I don't know anything. The only thing I know is find Blue Spear. I just need to see one shade of blue that is in the sky. Just one shade of the blue. Good thing that there's no red spears there. Let's try this direction. I don't know. If I see the 4 of them, there's gonna be 4 and then a 9. That's how it works. That's 4 and 9 equals 13. So there's a 9 that's missing and a 4. Once we find them, then we're good. Issue is finding it. Going real fast and still can't find it. There's the 9. Now we need the 4. You do not want to be walking backwards in any of these levels. There's the 4. I thought I missed. I thought I was on the wrong plane. Ah, that sucked. Oh, that sucked. Trust me, that sucked. Alright, we still got 3 more ring emeralds to get. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh. Right? This is the 4th one, right? Yes, so we got 3 more. Good luck to me finding the last 3. This is the only one that we have access to, so. As soon as we drop down and head right and fall down here, we're at the boss. Literally. Told you it's at the very end. Really? That's how we're doing this today? I'm surprised they counted that as a hit. I'm surprised that's a hit too. What am I hitting that hit you? What did I hit that hit that? Counted as a hit that hit you. Nah, we're done with this level. Next. 7 minutes just to beat the stage. And it's not even because I wasn't even looking for the ring. I knew there was only one, but at the same time, this level is literally sit around and wait. Lava Reef Zone begins now. Since we're Sonic, there's more than Lava Reef. I just need to find the secret ring areas. We'll be fine. Just keep going round. If I had the fire shield, I would have been fine there, but I don't. I love how that's technically touching his quills, but that don't count as a hitbox. Because you clearly saw it was touching. I don't need anything from here. Now I need a shield. And now I need to defeat this thing. I don't think we even seen one of these with Knuckles. If we did, I don't remember it. Go back and then go over here, there's a live holder, and that's why I went backwards. Press that button. There's no way you can go down here. No, even if you rev it up, it still doesn't make you go up there faster. I just need to know, I just need to find that one. It's right here. This is where one of the rings there are. Go to your right. As you can see, it's right there. I don't know if we can reach it from this low. And there you go. Fifth one. Oh, it's this one. The one that's literally confusing too. At this point, I just want this over with. I just want these secret stages over with. I could have been done by now. But no, I had to mess up twice. I'm just gonna end this. Okay, we're at 36, which is an even number. About to be an odd number now. I don't think this is all 22, so as you can tell, I messed that up, but I didn't lose at least. We love a mess up that didn't cause me to lose, though. 2 more, and I don't even know where 2 more rings are. I know where 1 more is. I don't know about the second one though. Give me it. You're gonna get. I wish they would have respawned that 10 plus emerald. I'm gonna say 10 plus rings. That would have been great. If only this was an area with 1. That would have been smart. It's big enough to have 1. But it doesn't have 1. Just trust me, it's large enough to have 1. But instead we get rings. Y'all should have grew 10 times your size. What's up here? There's something up here. What in the world is up there? You can't even jump up there. Why are we able to go all the way up there? There's nothing up there. Unless there's a hidden platform up there. Why are we able to go through that wrong? Okay, that's fine. Can get a shield right back. I love how you spin that shit not fast enough to get up there, but this spring isn't. Not get hit by that. And you got hit by another enemy. That's far less threatening. Love it. Wow. I'm just looking for secret rings right now. Oh, that's what that takes you down to? Okay. So that's where this is from, okay. I know where I'm at, but at the same time, This is a ways back, you know. Know that can hit you, even though you shouldn't have that be able to hit you. In case someone's not paying attention, obviously. As you can see, it retraces basically everything we did up to that point. We didn't die, so there's no rings up there. That path took us to an extra life. We have to retrace everything. We can take the upper path or the lower path. Lower path takes us to this. I think Insta Shield is why we didn't take damage there. I don't remember ever jumping on these, ever. I wish I could say there's a secret ring there, but no, there isn't. I have no clue where another one is. I really don't. This one is in this wall, I don't know. So what's up here then? Perfect place to put one is right there. I have to reset that thing just to be able to get one to go back down. Kinda funny that thing didn't hit me, even though it almost did. Almost did there too. It ain't gonna hit me there, I ain't worrying about that one. I thought that was gonna, you know, break off. Getting hit by everything is fun. There's nothing there. I don't think I have the time to beat the boss, to be fair. If it's the boss I think it is. I don't think it's that boss. Nope, it's not. We do have time then. What's funny is you can't just spin dash this version of this boss, but you can when you get to the final part. Insta Shield reached that. I did not. I couldn't reach that normally. Can't even roll into it. Regardless, we still have to wait. I think one more hit. Oh, one more now. It's funny that the size of it can't get hit by a spin dash. Love it. And that was trippy. I'm surprised we even get a time mode, considering how much time we took just to beat the level. I know where one is in this level, and that is it. I think there's more than one though. You can take the lower path or you can take the upper path. One thing I can say is make sure you have a flame shield, which will help you out tremendously. since most of these enemies are fire flame based and obstacles. I call it the fire shield, but it's actually the flame shield, but still. I swear, it'd be the one little pixel that causes you to not be able to jump on something. I'm hugging every wall to ensure that I don't miss anything. We have to grab this. It's over here? Nope. It's on a wall like this, though. That's a fact. It's the one I'm talking about is in the wall just like that. Stop. Water shield is worthless in this stage. But it's useful when you don't have a shield. You just gotta do what you gotta do if you ain't got a shield. I wish the bubble shield didn't take damage from fire flame based enemies either, but no. No, that's not the thing. I don't need that. Unless that takes me to the darn to a special stage, I don't need it. That's good, perfect. I'll take that for you. Yeah. I don't like that though. We can't go to the right, but we can go to the left. Ow. While we were rolling, it made us impervious to that gas because we weren't breathing it in because obviously we were rolling. Is it over here? Nope, but it's why do they do two walls like this before you can, okay, it's over here. It's on the right. All right, sixth one. Do not fail. I think I messed up by doing it that way. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out, won't we? Like I said, I don't care about the rings now. Why did you count as a hit? Wait a second. Quick question. If you reset Act 1, could you do Act 2 all over again? I don't know. One thing I know is this sucks that we don't get all the emeralds yet. Good thing that Sonic still has more levels. I don't know if there's any rings left in this level though. Doubt it, but I don't know. There is. I didn't know about that one. I did not know about that. I was like, what? I did not know about that one. Okay, I get another chance. I get another chance in less than 3 minutes. Trying to mess it up. Like I said, I don't care about the rings. Keep going. Oh, I feel like this is supposed to be the last thing you do. Well, there's now at least 18 left. Okay. Eight left. Well, we know where the other two are. It's just a problem to get back in there and not mess it up. Perfect. I didn't have to worry about messing up. One more. Yeah, one more. Just one more. This is gonna be fun. Don't even know where I'm gonna get the one more at, but we'll figure that out when we get there now, won't we? Lava Reef Zone Act 2. I don't even know where this opens. I did not know about that one at all. So when I saw that, I was like, what? I just decided to go a different path than I usually do. Give me a flame shield and I'll be happy. That's the second best thing you could give me. You deprived me of the flame shield, knowing I need one. You did it again. Oh my god. I don't care about nothing else. I got the flame shield. At this point, you just wait until no. No flame shield, so I can't cheese the boss like I want to. I don't even know if we're at the boss. Oh, we're near it. We are near it. We are near the boss, but we're not there. I don't know if there's another ring before you get to the boss, but if there is, I am thankful for it, but I don't know. I don't know. I need one more. After you get up here, that's it. Is there anything over here? You would think this lava could hit you. I never went this way. What's this? No. So that takes you to the boss. Okay, so what's down here? If you continue right. Just death? Death. Okay, one more question before I continue. Doing the actual game. Is there anything below that area? You would think there'd be something here, but no, there is not. I just need one more ring and I'm happy. I don't care then. I don't even care if I don't get to use hypersonic. I'll just have everything and I don't have to worry about it no more. That's the thing. And I think the insta shield saved me there, but not there. That is strong. Whatever I smell is strong. Boy. Yeah, around this time we were almost done with this game with Knuckles. We're at 2 minutes 34 seconds. We were literally at the credits with Knuckles. That's okay. That ain't okay now. Come on. Yeah, Sonic, I swear, sometimes you don't want me to do the things I want to do. That path right here takes you up to the end, but you don't want to go there yet. I want to see if there's any rings before you get to the end. If there is, then perfect. If there isn't, then we'll just finish the level. Thank you for not going too far past. Oh, come on. Really? You went through them again. How many times I'm gonna get a ring to go through you? And that was close. Alright, so the only thing that's down here is this. So there's nothing down here, okay. Confirmed. I have the lives to spare to find out, so. Besides, there's more game to this. There's more game left in Sonic's version. That's that insta shield, as I said, that insta shield. Well, I guess we have to finish the level. But now Knuckles is ahead of us. How do I know? Hear that music? Yeah. You see that? That's Robotnik right back there. And not only that, but as you can see, the Death Deck is right there. And Knuckles, they haven't put two and two together to figure out that Robotnik is not on his side like you think he is. And not only that, but there's a chance I can get a flame shield. I have to rush and get it down. Since I have over 20 rings. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. Alright, give me a flame shield. That's all this is what this is for. Flame shield. Not that. Not the wrong color. Wrong thing. Perfect. That's all I need. Alright, now we can cheese this boss a little bit more. Because I don't have Hypersonic, but I can still cheese it somehow. I needed this shield. I'm glad that was not another shield. I do not need anything else. Rings help, but at the same time, I don't need anything else. I'm good. Do not give me anything else unless you want me to be mad. Oh boy, I got the shield I need. I could just self-implode and lose on purpose, but I could have got that live, but it didn't want to register that as me grabbing it. Yup, now that we got a flame shield, we're good. And until this stops rolling, we cannot just fall down. Yeah, that's the only shield they give us. You would think that it would be wise to give us a flame shield. Oh, there is a flame shield here. I didn't know about that one. He defeats himself. All he would have had to do is literally don't use these spike balls against himself, and we don't have a way to beat him. Literally. If he didn't do it and attack himself, we wouldn't even be able to beat him. So. It's funny how close I am to not getting hit by those spikes. You know, he shoots them out, they look a lot larger than they do in the lava. That's 9 hits so far. Technically, he can't miss himself. That's 12 hits. So this thing takes 15 hits. That's what you're telling me? It takes 15 hits? It takes 14 hits. Regardless. That's a lot of hits. Regardless of how many hits, it takes a lot of hits just to get this done. Hidden Power Zone. Wish we got a secret ring from this level, but we don't. We don't. We don't even need rings, honestly. We just need one. That's all we need because we can't do anything besides face a boss. I love how they put all these rings in areas that you wouldn't think there would be rings. Ring box, and then we go up. And then we go right. And then we face Knuckles. The only thing you gotta do is just jump on him. But don't jump on him when he's gliding. And he realizes, oh, he's not after what I'm. He's not after this. And no, you can't defeat him. You can attack him, you just can't defeat him. It's rare to see that animation moving. And now we're in Sky Sanctuary. What are we gonna do in Sky Sanctuary? Not much. Can't do anything until Knuckles finally recuperates. Because he can reach what's off screen, we cannot. Good start. But now we don't have to wait for Knuckles to recuperate. We can just go. Ow. You don't want to go too fast, because if you go too fast, you're just gonna miss all the platforms, because this is mostly a platforming stage, not the speed through the level stage. The boss that started it all. Start the whole Sonic franchise. And you're dead. No, you're not. Vertical movement is more important than horizontal movement right now. That's why I'm having this bounce temporarily. And I have to say temporarily since I lost it. This is not even the most famous boss of the first game, second game. Yeah, those are basically your checkpoints to know how far we're getting. And what way does that benefit us? I was about to say, if there's a secret ring here, I don't know about it at all. I was like, that'd be too perfect for me. I think there is a few in Death Egg Zone, but I don't know until I get there. That was close. Should have took unnecessary damage there. Jump. Alright, is there anything I should be wary of? Well, I could have got a shield there, but whatever. I love how this game doesn't even deem you good enough to be a boss that gets the final boss music, because you're not one of the bosses that's part of the final boss. Now, beyond this game, do they ever even use this character ever again? This version of metal version of Sonic? I don't think they ever really use this. They only use Metal Sonic, but not Mecha Sonic. There's a difference. He's gonna be running himself. I'm not doing this. That is automatically done. I don't do any of that. Alright, Death Dig Zone. If we don't get the last emerald somewhere, if we don't get the last emerald somehow, some way, guess what? This is it. This will be literally all we can do that's left. Until we get that last emerald. So it's crucial we get that last emerald. Oh no, 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 no. Really? Look, how you expect me to slow down enough for this? Okay. Can't roll into a ball is what you're saying. I remember seeing one of them in like one of these areas. I'm not sure. My memory could be wrong. I just need one more. That's all I need. Nice to know that doesn't get reflected. I love how there's a lot of platforms that you miss, but if you just go this way, but there's some things that you can go get down there. Dial it back, go back, go back. You don't have to technically take that path. It's not mandatory. You don't have. You're not gonna die if you go back. I should know. Doesn't this take us back to where we were just at? Wonderful. Wonderful. That's the only way to describe that. Wonderful. Do I have to spend that there? If so, then so be it. I'll wait though. Never mind, I don't have to wait this time. I swear I remember getting one ring from one of these stages. I don't know if it's Act 1 or 2, but that's the thing. I don't know which one. I know there is one though. But my memory is serving me correct right now. I remember touching one. not getting all the way up there. Good thing that there's rings here. You're dead. Look how much time I am behind since, you know. Uh-oh. Alright, see what goes down if we go down instead. Oh, you have to go up? That's wonderful. Yeah, we have to redo all of that mess. I wish I can jump out of this. Just fast forward that so you don't have to see the whole entire thing go on again. You would think that wouldn't reach you, but it does. That was close. I was about to say, I was about to be like, is there one right here? Please tell me there is, but no, there isn't. I don't need this then. I got invincibility, so I don't need it. Sorry for the sparkling, but I have no control of that. Oh, we're at this part where we have to keep pressing this until we press every button, because that's what they want. That's one on the right side press, and there you go. How are you teetering in an area where you shouldn't be teetering? Now, why did it look like you clipped through the floor a little bit? Now, I don't know if this is an area we can... Oh, yeah, we can go. We can fall down there, but what's down here? There's a spring down here, there's that. Well, it looks like you can go through that wall. Or is it just you about to fall? That's what I'm looking at. That's all it is. I think you have to use this just to be able to get up there, because that spring is not high enough to take you up here. Well, you see there's a platform down there, so we know you're not going to die if we fall immediately down. I feel like whoever did this was having too much fun doing this. Because all I see are loop-de-loops, 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 loop-de-loops. I don't know if there's anything down there, and I don't have a checkpoint to find out, and we're at the end. Bad that this is not all the boss, even if I defeat this, because there's still more boss to this. Oh yeah, I thought that was it. Oh no, no, no. Somehow I managed to still grab that ring. I am getting lucky every time. How you not take another hit there? Alright, is there a ring before you get to that boss? Not right there, there isn't. You would think that there would be a secret ring right here. Can't go that way. Game, stop. I'm not facing that boss without no rings. That is not happening. Stop, game. I'm trying to get a ring, and you still keep trying to put me forward, knowing dang well I cannot beat that boss without a ring. Which is stupid that you actually put that there. Is there even a ring further in that you can even reach? Oh, there is rings in here. Okay, so I didn't have to worry about a ring. Technically. Alright, one ring, you're gonna be my best friend for the next however long this takes again. I love how that don't count as a hit. That laser takes forever to leave. But I really think there is a super ring at the end of Act 2, but I don't know. What they want you to do is actually wait for this thing to go down, but it's kind of hard to reach you without being directly under you, which counterintuitive, but you know how that goes. Unless they expect you to have mastered the insta-shield as a child. We expect you to have the insta-shield mastered by now as a child. As a child, because, you know, children knows how to master something so well in the game. That's not too difficult. Every time you hit him, he uses those platforms, so you can't attack him twice. Give me that ring, that's priority. Anytime you lose the ring, that's priority. No. Finally. I need to find out if my memory is correct, because I don't wish to darn deal with this. Let me see. So we missed every single once. So in order for us to even be able to finish this game 100%, we have to beat the game and then redo a stage earlier than, what you call it? Lava Reef Act 2. So we can no longer actually 100% the game at this point. Which is fun! Don't worry, you're gonna get to see that. I just have to redo things, funnily enough. I'm just gonna go and I'll just beat this boss, do Mushroom Valley Zone. Then we will finish this zone again. You won't see any of that. And yeah, I wish that could reach. That'd be great if that could reach, but it doesn't reach. It makes sense why you can't go back and go to any secret levels after Lava Reef Zone Act 2, because, you know, he takes the Master Emerald. Which is funny considering he doesn't take the Super Emeralds and they're right there with it. You're like, oh, I don't got the space for that. Super Emeralds just stay there and then never get touched. But in total, there are 77 giant rings. Certain levels have exclusive ones to every character. Exclusive meaning only one of them characters can get it. You have to manipulate these things to go like that, and then I think there's just a bottomless pit under here. 1 emerald short of 100%. And it sucks. I can't finish it until I do that mess again. I didn't even get to do the 7th emerald this time. The loop, go around the loop, go around the loop again, and then one more loop, and then another one, and then another one, and then and that's it. I told you they had to be having fun doing that. There's too many loop-de-loops and not thinking that they didn't have fun doing that. I don't even know how close we are to the end, but since we just have to breeze to the end now. I got the electric seal, so it doesn't matter right here. Oh, you're touching that checkpoint. I ain't about to do all that all over again. All you have to do to basically beat this level is literally be up here mostly. Just gotta keep flipping them. For some reason they decided to make this boss be one of those bosses where you have to keep doing the same thing twice. I cannot really walk. Okay. If one of you do not hit this thing, I'll be disappointed. Good thing that one of y'all did. I wish it didn't count and have to be hit so many times, though. Oh yeah, you can do it that way. I didn't know. I guess you can spin it on his, yeah, on his backside. That run ring carries over only in this first attempt. You do not get to keep this ring in any consecutive attempts. So after this attempt, guess what? We have 0 rings. Anyway, music. And now we have to do this ringless. Don't know how we got hit, but okay, gang. Alright, the gist of this fight is literally making sure you focus on 3 things. Not getting hit by this flame that shoots out. And not getting hit by that. Ooh, that was close. Based on how that I jumped towards him, that counted as a kill. And as I said, that ring don't carry over. Oh no, it don't carry over. So guess what? No rings. We're doing this ringless, guys. Like the fight is intended to be. I mean, literally, if I just spin dash the whole time, he can't hit you. Seriously. He can't hit you. The other thing that sucks at the time is, also, carried over from the previous level, too. So, if you're close to a time over, guess what? Time over. At least you'll be starting there with 0 HP time. I don't know how many hits we have to do to get rid of this guy. Oh, I thought I was about to die again. Now use the Insta Shield for extra measure. That's 6 hits. It's 8 hits, okay. Now we just run, because he's trying to run away with the emerald. This is not the real ending. I love how the time stops right here. They made sure Sonic is just fast enough to still be able to hit him again. But this is not the real ending. This is the first ending. Why we get Doomsday Zone? It's because we got it's because we have Super Sonic, that's why. We get Super Sonic, but yeah, it's not the same as Hypersonic, even though it's literally the same thing. Imagine being told you don't really need Hypersonic just to beat this game, you just need Supersonic, which is basically saying you're getting the Super Emerald just for 100%. I'm gonna look at that freaking menu screen and see now I'm missing those emeralds and I'd be mad. How are we not caught up to this guy yet? Seriously, how have we not caught up yet? Where? How far in are you at? Jeez. Jeez. That's trying to slow you down. You have to get him to hit his own, use his missiles against himself. That's how that works. That's how this fight works. If this game would let me do that, that'd be great. That'd be great. Don't hit. Keep in mind, Sonic cannot take damage. But at the same time, if he runs out of rings, it's over. That's how this fight works. Don't know how many hits I have to do, but I know for a fact I might not win here because I don't think I did good enough to. Okay, I did do good enough. Screen, change. Come on. Oh wait, there's more to this fight. I forgot. Congrats, you beat him, but at the same time, you have to get more rings, and you don't have any rings when you get to, you know. That's where these rings are for, to get you to get some leeway. But I don't know where the rings are. Not helping me right now when it comes to the ring spawning. I'm back at 49, but I need more than 49. 49 is not enough. Doesn't have that cutscene where he's transitioned to his next in the next fight. It's long too. Thankfully, you still take hit and you still can grab him rings even if you're undergoing damage, which is a good thing. We're at 66, we're at 67, we're at 79, 69, 71, which we were at 79. This fight will last for the 10-minute threshold, but at the same time, I ain't never had this thing take 10 minutes. The 71 rings ain't enough. That tells you something right there about me. Come on, keep going. Attack. Get his missiles to attack himself. That's 2 of them. That's 3. 4. That's 5. That's 6. Dang it. Not. Come on. Go. No. Come on. I need that missile to attack him. Okay, perfect. We got rings now. We got some spare rings. I wish we can get some more rings, but right now we have to wait for the cutscene to get done. He's like, Knuckles, I'll help you out. Just let me get my super form, and then I got you. This is really the first time you actually get to really play as Super Sonic in a session that is in the game, the level itself. I don't know if there's any more rings, but what I do know, that's how you attack them. You literally run into them. long as we got enough rings to handle this, we're fine. We're back at 22. Can we get some more rings? 21. Don't know how many times I gotta hit them, but I know you have to keep hitting them. And I do not like the fact that I keep getting hit by these spikes. I like how this flame doesn't count as a hit, though. That's perfect. Okay, 6 rings. That's perfect. I need 6 more. 3 more works too. Alright. Now we don't have to worry about losing. This is not technically the real 100% ending, but we'll get the 100% ending after this one. Yeah, everything's good until you know if you realize you're still missing that one thing, because as you can see, you didn't get that lesson. Guess what? You know how these two have this clear with thumbs up right there? You see that one little midget, small little emerald? Yeah, we're not finished yet. You won't see this. Be right back. But you will see me finish the last one. which is horrible that I have to redo it, redo the whole entire, not the whole game, but pretty might as well save the game. Redo the game just to be able to finish. Where do we go? Okay. But where do we go after this? Oh. Oh, it's that one. Oh. Oh, it's over there. Really? The good thing is I can reset and redo it as long as I go back to the title screen, so be right back again. We finally did it. This took like 5 attempts for some reason. But we got them all. Now, only thing I gotta do is just reset to Death Egg and then redo the boss. But first, let me be Act 1. Yep. That's all 7 of them. I shouldn't have to do this, but I had to. Just to 100%. Anyway, let's go. Well, now that we have all 14, we'll get Hyper-Knuckles, Jesus. Hypersonic. Now we can get the actual clear. Instead of that thumbs up saying you did good, but not good enough. It's funny how this is the only game that you get to see any other Hyper Tails, Hyper Knuckles, Hyper Sonic. Like seriously, this is the only game that there exists, and then you never brought them back. You never brought them back. Super Emeralds never were brought back. It's been 30 plus years, they never were brought back. I like how I should be good on rings when I'm still collecting. As a famous game once said, or should I say infamous, can never have too many rings. Alright, let's do this. Nope. 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 Come on. That's good. Come on. Get his face. Dang it, come on. That's funny. That doesn't register because I'm off screen. Come on, one more. Good. Now let's go. Need rings. Holding me up. Now what's different between Hypersonic and Supersonic? A lot. Other than the fact that this is his strongest form, whenever you can actually do a secondary attack in the main stages, and that it causes a flash. So when you do that attack, you have to be very careful with how much you spam it, especially if you are prone to seizures. So yeah. And yes, we gotta do this one more time with Tails, just to 100% game. But we're not doing that now. I just wanted to finish it with Hypersonic because obviously that will be the right thing to do. And it took me almost an hour longer to beat this as Sonic than it did with Knuckles, because there's more things to do in this game with Sonic than there is to do it with Knuckles. Now let's just speed through this. This intro, this outro, and as you can see, the ending is different. And now that we actually finished it 100%, we get to clear. That's proof that it's already 100% done. Next time we play Sonic 3, it will be with Tails. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me failing a lot, and I hope you have a wonderful day, or night. Not. Goodbye, and most of all, take care and be safe.